Hi, welcome and thank you for joining us for How Are You, an Inquiry Educator with the TGR Foundation. I'm your host and professional development facilitator, Jess Kesler. For those of you who are new to the TGR Foundation, we were founded in 1996 with a mission to equip students with the skills that they need in order to succeed in their futures. Our professional development team, TGR EDU Create, is committed to providing professional learning in inquiry-based practices and student-centered approaches. So what is inquiry? Let's actually take a look back. There are several different inquiry processes. However, there are some key elements that are fundamental to every inquiry process, such as provocations, asking questions, researching data, analyzing data, and of course, sharing insights. So let's break down each one of these steps, starting with provocations. Provocations are an interesting, fun, exciting way to get students engaged, ignite their curiosity, and provoke questioning. Some exciting ways to do this can be through controversial images, interesting or fun facts and statements, or even a short video clip. This allows students to engage with something right away, use their prior knowledge, and make connections to what they're about to learn in the future. Questioning is another key element of the inquiry process. Questioning is so important because it drives student learning, not just on the educator's end, but also on the student end. As students ask questions, they begin to get more engaged, dig deeper into the content, and identify areas for which they need answers right away. You can do this by using techniques such as the question formulation technique, also known as QFT, and the ABC questioning technique. Contrary to popular belief, research and data collecting can happen in any class, not just math and not just science. By allowing students to do research through historical documents, experimentation, reading poetry, or just digging deeper into a topic of their choice, they are able to connect that prior knowledge with new understandings. Analyzing data is an important critical thinking step because it requires that students collect multiple data sources, compare and contrast them, analyze the information, and be able to put them together to synthesize their new understanding. Once students have had the opportunity to analyze their data, they can then share their insights. Sharing insights is a key to the inquiry process because it allows students to express what they have learned and the information that they have gained. But presentations aren't the only way to go here. Sharing insights can be done in new and creative ways, such as using blogs, portfolios, or any other engaging tool that students like to use these days to express themselves. So I know what you're wondering. How are you going to be an inquiry educator this year? Well, let's look at 10 practices for being an amazing inquiry educator. First practice is to cultivate curiosity. Cultivate curiosity by sharing those provocations, by asking those questions, and by allowing students the opportunity to wonder and think and imagine and be creative. That curiosity will go a long way in their critical thinking process. Don't forget to allow space for questioning. Not only should you be asking those powerful, thought-provoking questions, but don't forget to allow students to ask questions as well. The more questions they're able to ask, the more engaged they'll be in the process of their learning. Make connections. Make connections to students as well as to other content. Use those cross-curricular and interdisciplinary approaches in order to connect what they're learning in your classroom to their other classrooms and their outside world. Make it personal for the students so that they have buy-in and continue to be engaged throughout. Release your students. Allow them the opportunity to explore and make new meetings for themselves with your support. Take time to notice. As students are being released, take time to make observations. Look for trends and patterns in student work, identify where there could be misconceptions, and take those opportunities as teaching moments in order to address what students need. Get personal. Not too personal, but get personal with your students so that they know you have a passion for your topic too. Allow them to see inside your brain as you think about and model inquiry in new and meaningful ways. Think big. You hold the power of an entire curriculum for an entire year. Think about where you want students to go and think about the meaningful ways in which they can get there. Don't forget to allow time for play. Play is a great way for students to engage in inquiry and for you to model how inquiry could happen. By allowing time to play, you allow for students to experiment, to figure things out on their own, and to create an enjoyable environment in which they can learn. Grow learning assets. The systems that you implement in your classroom allow students to learn how to implement inquiry on their own. Continue to use those systems and continue to allow them to grow so that as students become more independent in the inquiry process, they know what tools and resources that they can draw on in order to work through their process. Keep it real. Allow students to explore authentic situations and problems in their communities, in their classrooms, in their worlds. As you get more personal and keep it real with students, you'll find that engagement will be off the charts. And what's at the center of this process of being an amazing inquiry educator this year? It's you. You hold all the keys, all the tools, and all the moves. You are going to be an amazing inquiry educator this year with the support of the TGR Foundation. Don't forget, you have an ally here in your inquiry process as well. You can count on us to provide you with some great inquiry tools, resources, and workshops in order to continue to develop as an amazing inquiry educator throughout the year. Here are some tools and resources that you can start to use now as you continue to develop through your inquiry journey. Did you know that the TGR Foundation's professional learning team will host monthly workshops throughout the school year? Starting today with this asynchronous video, you can count on us to provide a workshop monthly related to some of these inquiry tools and resources. Continue to join us throughout the year for workshops such as interdisciplinary learning, student engagement, and so much more. Also, join our inquiry pathway. Through our 4 inquiries-focused workshops, our micro-credentials, and our independent learning process, you can earn a certificate in inquiry that demonstrates your in-depth knowledge, understanding, and grasp of the inquiry process for students. With this certificate, you'll be able to implement inquiry-based programs in your classroom and in your school. Last but not least, join our TGR Foundation Educator community on Facebook. In this educator community, not only will you get to interact with educators from all over the world, you'll also receive updates on our upcoming workshops, insights into new tools and resources, and just have some fun talking about education. We look forward to seeing you throughout the year in our educator community or in one of our amazing workshops. Stay connected with us. Not only should you join our TGR Foundation Educator community, but also look for more tools and resources on tgreduexplore.org. Also, all of our archived older workshops are still available on YouTube. Simply search TGR Foundation. We look forward to an amazing year partnering with you through your inquiry journey. I hope to see you soon and have an amazing year. Bye!